Merhaba arkadaşlar. Bugün Belgrad'dayım. Belgrad'da tanıştığım birisini tanıştıracağım. Kendisinin hikayesini sizlerle paylaşacağım. Neler yapıyor, nereye gidiyor, çok garip bir hikayesi var. Eminim bundan yaklaşık bir 9 ay sonra amacına ulaştığında dünyadaki herkes duyacaktır. O İngilizce konuşacak. Ben de altyazılarda koyarım. Yavaş yavaş geçeceğiz şimdi. Yes, I'm here. It's your turn. Tell about your story, what's going on. You're traveling 9 months, and after 9 months, you'll be famous in the world. I hope every Turkey got to know you.
Okay, so my name is Anya Bucker. I live in Ireland. I'm a harp player, and 12 years ago I started walking pilgrimages with my harp. So in 2010 I walked the West Coast, where I live in Ireland, to Santiago de Compostela, 2,500 kilometers with my 26-string harp.
Yeah.
And in 2018 I walked from West Coast to Rome with the same harp. And at this moment in time, I'm on my way from West Cork to Jerusalem. So there's three main pilgrimages in Christianity: Santiago de Compostela for courage, Rome for understanding, and Jerusalem would be the torch of your soul. Notoriously difficult journey, of course, over throughout history. This has, of course, been a complicated journey as well, because it goes through many different cultural areas. And yeah, I've been on the road by now for 9.5 months, and I've lived about halfway, Belgrad, and hopefully by September I'll be in Jerusalem. But of course, the big question now is whether it can be done on foot completely. So since the start of the war in Syria, people have been flying over Syria and Lebanon, or taking in boats as well. There are different directions. My wish was always to go over land. So I don't know if it's possible, but I've been preparing for this for over 12 years. So hopefully it will. The big question is it about institutions or is it about people? And as a musician, I get to bring something as well. So usually pilgrimage is something very personal, but it tends to be like a journey which people go on, or in small groups, or in couples. And basically, I get to get a lot of stuff. You think a lot of help. It's quite expensive for Polish, because you're going to be on the road for a very long time. And in my case, I carry this instrument which helps, because I have something to give as well, which has served me well up to now, but nobody knows what's going to happen next, of course.
Right. I'm gonna little bit translate and then I ask you some questions. Evet arkadaşlar, ben kısaca bir tecrübe edeceğim. Zaten altyazılarda da koyacağım, hemen anlayacaksınız, ama kısaca bir hikayesini hemen anlatayım. Anya yaklaşık 9 aylık bir Kudüs yolculuğa çıkmış. Yürüyerek yapıyor bunu. İrlanda'da başlayan bir yolculuğu var. Ona birkaç soru soracağım. Sadece yürüyerek gidebiliyor. Belli başlı şartları var. Dini bir yolculuk bu. En son durağı da Kudüs olacak. İrlanda'dan Kudüs'e yaklaşık olarak 18 ay gibi bir şey olacak. Yani tahminince Eylül gibi orada olmayı planlıyor. Umarım en yakın zamanda olur. Ben birkaç soru soracağım. Cevaplamaya çalışacağım. Merak ediyorum. Aynı zamanda bir sanatçı gittiği yerlerde yolculuğunu devam ettirmesi için para kazanması gerekiyor ve enstrüman çalıyor. Kendisi arp çalıyor. Arp sanatçısı. Şimdi birkaç soru soracağım. Yes, I am. The question I wonder, the first of all, what is the difficult things in this journey for you till now?
One is the amount of time. Like it's okay to go away from home for 2 months, 3 months. Rome was 5 months. That was all doable. Now it's 9.5 months, and I'm still on the road. Like, to leave home for 1.5 years, where you sleep in a different bed every day. Don't have nothing familiar, not your own bed, not your own table, not your own chair, and you're constantly in new surroundings with new people and getting further and further away of anything that's comfortable, that is like, that is hard, yeah, without a doubt.
And the other question is, what I wonder, the opposite situation. What is the easiest things you was expecting? What was the easiest for you?
The easiest thing for me by now is carrying the harp, but because it's a comfortable, we've had time to develop our relationship, and we're good. We're good friends. It's for me, it's really nice to have that weight, because that is the most familiar thing that I have with me. Of course,
That's really good. But when you started this journey, what was your friends or your family idea about this? What was they thinking about this journey when you talk about this?
But obviously there is like, I can tell you that everybody, without fail, when people hear about what I do, they go, she's crazy. She's crazy. She has to be crazy. And what's really interesting to me is that lasts until people meet me, and then they go, he means, yeah, crazy, but not crazy in the sense that you would think.
Like a real crazy.
India. So for my friends, it's the same thing. And I think that for them, they've watched me do this before. But I think nobody really, really understands that when you say, the furthest west in Europe, all the way to Jerusalem, that is like a distance that you can't imagine, especially if you go do it on a foot. Because, you can say, oh, I'm gonna walk 1,000 kilometers something hours, not 800 something kilometers. Then you got like, 6 weeks of walking. Wow, that's a long way. And we're talking 18 months of walking.
Yeah.
It's beyond something that you can imagine. So you can imagine walking. You can imagine walking a long distance. But can you imagine walking 18 months? It's by now I know for sure. No, you can't. That's too much
For everyone, that when you say that, maybe they say, oh my God, what's going on? What's she got to do? There are many questions happening in life, That's until here. It's been 9 months and you passed it in many countries, right? That cities. What's place that you find so good, like easily good, and there was the place you didn't like, if you can tell? Until
yes. The thing that for me has been really decisive all throughout this journey is water. So I live on an island.
Yeah.
So I crossed the water between Ireland and England, and I had to cross water between England and Holland. And from Holland onwards, I've been walking up the Rhine, which is, of course, the biggest river on the western side of Europe. And I walked where was it? Up to Main. And then I went along the Main River. Then I walked along the Ludwig Canal, which connects the Main and the Danube.
Yeah.
And now I've been walking on the other side, east along the Danube. So for me, that has been the most amazing experience, because first of all, upstream, now I'm looking downstream. I'm leaving the Danube behind here in Belgrade. I'm done with I have to go on to the Mohava now, and then I follow another set of rivers into Turkey, so through Bulgaria to Turkey. The hardest thing for me has been country-wise. I was really unlucky when I arrived in Hungary. Hungary, and I ended up there in the beginning of winter, and they have the pilgrim season, and Hungary has like a cross section of pilgrimages which are related to Mary, and they cross in where is it? Budapest.
Yeah.
But the pilgrim season ends 31st of October. They go like, yeah, lock the doors, that's it. So every time I called and I would like, I'm a pilgrim to Jerusalem, could I get shelter? Can I get a bit of stay? They would like, they didn't answer the phone, they didn't answer emails, nothing. Nobody, they would just go like, sorry, pilgrim season is over. And I would like, we're here, like.
Ridiculous, yeah.
Yeah. And it was so it ended up that Hungary, because it was the holidays as well, so it was Christmas, New Year, which I got to do twice. I got to do it in Western Europe, and then I got to do it again in the Serbian Orthodox Church as well, which is, I was like, no, not again, Christmas, I don't want to do Christmas again. Because it was no fun with that. There was enough fun, because there was no space for pilgrims.
Oh my God, this is, I wish that this was a bit good option, but they didn't let you to do it.
No, they just went like, nah, sorry.
That's so crazy. Until it's past 9 months and you still have a 9 months. So in this journey, you gonna, your road is gonna be in Turkey also, right?
Yeah. So there is a route. There's two routes that come through Belgrade. One is called the Sultan's Trail, which goes from Vienna to Istanbul.
Yeah.
And they have an office in the Netherlands. It's a non-profit organization that promotes cultural exchanges that have to do with the trails of the sultans, the old crusades, the churches, all the spanning, of course, between Christianity and Islam as well. And then there is another path that comes through here, which is the Jerusalem Way, which starts in Austria and then goes all the way to Jerusalem, but skips the bit in Syria and Lebanon. I think the original route went over the old Suwa, so the road to Mecca. Yeah. But that has been closed, and it's still closed. You can't get through that part of Syria. It's not possible. That road will take that from here, that would go down south into Kosovo, Macedonia, and then onto the Dardanelles, and through the Dardanelles along the coast of Turkey to Hatay. I'm combining the two. I'm going to combine the two. It has to do with that it is winter. There is because I carry the harp. I carry very heavy. It's 23 kilos in total in equipment between the harp and my winter equivalent. So I don't want to climb too much, especially in winter. And the Kosovo route has a lot of mountains. Yeah. So I've chosen to take the old Via Militaris. The Via Militaris is all near the road, and the Via Militaris, which goes from Belgrade all the way to Istanbul, which is like the overgrown road. It's been used ever since then by the Romans and by the Ottoman Empire as well. And eventually, in the 16th century, it kind of collapses slowly because the pan-Slavic route becomes less and less important because of the cutoff in Vienna.
Oh my God. And you gotta go to the Hatay. That's I recommend you. When you go there, you gotta find a lot of beautiful fruits. As you make your surprise.
So I've heard, yeah.
You will love it. Rate it. You will love this. The Hatay is like a little bit road. It's gonna be a little difficult for you.
And what there is a group of pilgrims that are ahead of me, and they've all successfully crossed Turkey. It's not a big deal. Because in Turkey I will be following the route from the Dardanelles to Hatay, which goes more or less along the coast. İzmir, Kuşadası.
That's what it is. You will love it.
Yeah.
I told you. Everywhere is going to be your favorite place. That's nice. Is good. As I have some question that's for everyone to answer clearly for your journey. When you say your meaning to walking, that this is exactly always you walking or you using something to transport it?
No, I walk.
John walk.
Just those 2 feet.
2 feet, you walk that much. And you still have a 9 months. I wish you really good luck. And I wish that you can go there as much as you can do. And would you like to say something to the Turkey when you go there from now to want to say something?
Looking forward to meeting you all.
Yakında oraya da gelecek. Oraya geldiğinde umarım siz de gördüğünüz zaman yardımcı olursunuz kendisine. Arkadaşlar ben şimdi aşağı açıklamalarda Ana'nın kanalını bırakacağım. Orada kendisine abone olursanız hem destek olmuş olursunuz. Kendisi de zaten gittiği yerlerin videolarını çekiyor. Hem oraları tanıtıyor. 9 aylık bir yolculuğu daha var. 9 aylık yolculuğun ardından Kudüs'e varacak. Kudüs'e vardığında ise yolculuğunu bitirmiş olacak. O zaman da büyük ihtimalle Twitter'da, dünya haberlerinde görmüş olacaksınız. Hepinizin adına ben buradan I wish the best luck to you. I hope you can take your journey, find a way, and everyone here for your names. And your channel gonna be up. That's you gotta get the live. Don't forget to record all plays. Hatta wherever you go, Turkey is gonna be great. Okay, thank you. Evet arkadaşlar, hepinize çok teşekkür ederim. Aşağılarda videoyu beğenip kanala abone olmayı unutmazsanız kendinize iyi bakın. Görüşmek üzere. Ciao ciao. Bye bye.